Hello, my name is Chuck Atop, a recent recipient of funds from the Andrew Wisher Foundation. First, a little about me. I grew up in Michigan, just north of Detroit, after moving from state to state due to both my parents serving in the Army. I'm a triplet with two sisters, one who's an officer in the Army, and the other is an illustrator. I currently live 2 blocks from Wrigley Field. Go Cubs! And I've lived in Chicago for just under 3 years now. I work as a senior business analyst at an autism therapy provider, a job I love and get to make a difference in the lives of kids every day. I was diagnosed with stage 3 diffuse large B-cell lymphoma this past October. I began having leg and back pain this past summer and started losing weight rapidly, which I thought I was doing on purpose. Side note, it turns out cancer is a great weight loss regimen, but I wouldn't recommend it. After numerous bouts with doctors, physical therapists, and increasing pain, I was finally referred to get an MRI. It was then the doctors found a football-sized tumor in my pelvis that had caused my leg to be pushed out of place by 2 inches. My mother literally screamed when we were told this news, and my father has quickly started Googling everything and anything related to this diagnosis. Not recommended. Thanks, WebMD. I was quickly rushed to the hospital emergency room to perform more tests and receive a final diagnosis. As I laid in the hospital bed, my mind raced with concerns. Oh my God, I have cancer. I just started a new job. I don't qualify for the Family and Medical Leave Act. Will I lose my job? How will I pay my bills? This tumor is so large. How will I beat this? To make matters worse, that same day I received a text message from my roommates telling me that they wanted me to move out because of my situation. The heaviness of being a young adult going through cancer treatment began to weigh on me. My heart began to sink. It was in that exact moment I remembered a phrase a family friend who he himself was a 3-time cancer survivor used to say, "This too shall pass." This simple mantra made all my fears disappear. Any hardship or obstacle that faced me started to melt away. Having spent 120 hours straight in the hospital every 3 weeks for chemo fusions, this too shall pass. Having to experience some negative side effects of treatment, this too shall pass. Having to eat that terrible hospital food, this too shall pass. But I don't think this phrase is quite complete. After learning many lessons while dealing with this terrible disease, I'd like to add to it. This too shall pass, and the future is bright. Throughout this entire experience, I have been overwhelmed with the outpouring of kindness from friends, family, and strangers alike. This was no more evident than during my Wish Forever visit from Joe and Bill. We played Mario Kart. P.S. Joe and Bill, you need some practice. We reflected on Andrew's motto of paying it forward and talked about the future after treatment. Because of the funds provided to me, I will be financially able to stand next to one of my best friends during his wedding in France later this year, as well as pay some bills. Lastly, I'm happy to report that of this recording, 99% of my cancer is gone, and I started 9 months of maintenance therapy. I want to thank you for welcoming me into the Wish Forever family. Thank you for the time and effort you put into this organization, and thank you for paying it forward. And although we are in the midst of a pandemic, this too shall pass, and I am confident that the future is bright for the Andrew Wisher Foundation. Thank you.